play you've had the last few games, Steve was saying it's gotten to the point where you're basically unguardable, even with the fact that opponents try to be physical with you. How do you navigate through all that, knowing you're going to get so much attention?
Sorry for not looking at you.
Sounds like
I'll just try to just make the right play, and whether it's, I don't even know how to answer that. I'll just try to win every possession I can. On the defensive end, try to keep my man in front of me, and contest the shot. Offensively, I just try to get to my spots, and wherever that may be at the moment, if it's a deep three or it's a one-legged shot or if it's a pull-up going left or right. Once I tell myself what I need to do, I'm going to just try to do it as best as I can. I might not come through every time, or it might not be the perfect move that I want, but in my mind, I know I got good intentions. So when you have it mentally, when you got good intentions and you focused on every possession, and you also put the work in, then things tend to go your way. So I just try to be focused on every single possession and get lost in that and see what happens.
Steve also kind of mentioned your ability to crank up your usage and get up to what you're doing in these last 4 games without Steph, the 34-10, that type of stuff, but also a willingness to, when Steph comes back, not caring that it's going to go back to maybe 27 points a game, 6 rebounds. Is that easy to know what you can do, what you've been doing, but you don't have to, and when Steph comes back, you won't?
Yeah, I pretty much figure I could do whatever I want on the basketball court if I put my mind to it. So whatever position I'm in, I'm ready to conquer it, whether it's coach telling me to go score or telling me to set screens or, make sure Steph gets open around the perimeter. Like, I enjoy doing that stuff. And I enjoy just being given an assignment and try to complete it as best as I can. So any given night, it may be different. So I'm looking forward to each and every night and also looking forward to getting better as a player. So tonight, coach call plays for me, and I try to come through. When Steph and Draymond come back, I'm looking forward to them coming back. I get back into what my role is. So I'm ready to conquer anything I got in front of me, and I know if I put my mind to it, I could do whatever I want.
Kevin, obviously that smooch got a big reaction from the crowd. Can you kind of talk about what went into that? What happened?
She got hit pretty hard. I seen when he threw the pass, I was like, oh, this is going straight for her face. So it hit her pretty hard, and she had glasses on, so I'm sure that hurt. And I just wanted to come over there, and because she didn't want to open her eye. She thought her eye was, she thought she had a cut on her eye. So I told her it's all good and gave her a kiss, and hopefully she's all right.
Kevin, you've done a nice job lately of having your normal level of intensity without letting your emotions boil over at any point. Is that something you've been mindful of?
You really think my emotions are up and down like that?
No, not really. But
Oh,
you
okay.
did. You got ejected a few times. And
I'm emotionally stable. I would say that I'm pretty stable emotionally. But yeah, it is times in a basketball game where I may lose focus because I'm thinking about the last play, and there's always that next play mentality. I feel like every basketball player tries to tell himself that every game, whether it's because of a turnover, a missed shot, or arguing with the refs or anything, arguing with your teammates. You just try to have that next play mentality, and Coach does a great job of seeing when I get a little upset at maybe what's going on the floor, and he just continues to keep telling me next play, next play, next play. And tonight I had to tell him the next play because he was on the ref a little hard too. So it's good that we can kind of coach each other up.
Kevin, a lot of talk this year about your defense, and I was wondering if you could elaborate a little bit on your relationship with Ron Adams, what he means to you, and how he's helped you, going back from Oklahoma City, but particularly, the stretch with the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, I met Ron as a second-year player, and he demanded so much respect and effort, and every single day he demanded that from us, and it became a standard. Me individually and us as a team when I was in OKC that year. And when I got here, I just kind of knew already what type of coach he was. And he never sugarcoats anything. He tells you what it is right when it happens, and we try to correct it right at that moment. And he's one of those guys you just want to perform well for, and I think on the defensive end, he expects so much of not just me, but the rest of my teammates. So, when you get held to a certain standard, you try to reach it every single day. That makes you a better player. So I just try to keep learning, keep getting better, and see what happens.
Clay had 25 points. He made all 5 of his three-pointers. Do you think sometimes what he does on this team kind of goes in the shadows a little bit?
Not at all. Not at all. Nothing. We never forget about Clay in the locker room. He's a quiet guy. He doesn't really say much, and he doesn't really show a lot of emotion out on the court, so it may be easier to forget he's out there. But when he hits 5 threes and he hits, some big shots like he hit tonight, he shows you that he's alive and he's ready to play. So for us, we always know he's simmering, he's ready to get it cooking whenever. But we definitely value Clay, and we definitely appreciate everything he brings.
Kevin Omri just now was praising you for really encouraging him, and you notice that you've done that a lot with other teammates. What do you try to do to make your guys feel comfortable and that sort of thing?
Well, if they shoot a good shot, I tell them great shot. If they make a great move, I tell them great move. Just try to be extra positive, and also when I see stuff that we need to get better at, just tell them. And it's vice versa. I mean, when I make a good play, they tell me great move, K, good defense, good block. And when I mess up, or I didn't switch on the pick and roll, or I didn't go block a shot, they tell me I got to do it next time. And that's just a dialogue we have throughout a game, throughout practice, everybody here. So it feels like everybody has a leadership role on this team, and I just try to do my best to encourage more so than trying to teach. I try to make an 80-20 deal, where I try to encourage and be positive 80% of the time, and if I see something the other 20, then I might have to say it in a different tone. But more so than anything, I try to be positive and encouraging to my teammates, coaches, everybody.
What have you thought about what Omri's brought this group this season, just overall?
I didn't know Omri was this good, to be honest. He's just a smart basketball player. He's crafty. His floater it touched nothing but the bottom of the net every time. He got the good left hand. He could just play. He can make passes. He's good off the ball. He's got the funky push shot, but and that'll touch the ceiling, but it looks like it's going in every time. So he works on this game. He loves to play. He cares for his teammates, and he definitely surprised me when he came aboard. So I'm excited he's on our team.
You guys are a high assist team, and when watching you guys play, you can see that passing gets contagious. Guys want to do it. Is it hard to find that straddle that line between passing and watching the turnovers? Is that kind of hard to do?
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, when you got good intentions, sometimes those passes might turn into turnovers, but there's plenty of times when everybody's like, just shoot it. Like Pat today, I think we threw him one he was going towards the basket and he tried to lick the pass, and everybody was screaming for him to shoot it. So, and that's not just Pat, that's everybody. Sometimes we tell Steph to shoot the ball, Clay to shoot it instead of passing it. So, I mean, that's good problems to have, I guess, when you got to force a guy to shoot the ball. But for the most part, we try to make the right play, the best play, and try to also, show our teammates some love as well, man. That's what it's all about. So that's why we may overpass and get some turnovers. So.